Hey guys, so we got to get everything prepped and ready. We're a week into season, into split 2 out here in Wyoming with the duck season. Did not hunt the first week, had some big game stuff to attend to, and honestly, kind of saving the ducks that we do have for hopefully a killer smash on Saturday. Hauling decoys down into the blinds. We're gonna get the blinds brushed in, well, tweak them anyway, they should be pretty good. But get all the decoys in there so we're set and ready for the whole rest of the season. Stay with us, we're just gonna run down over the hill and we're gonna get this all set up. All right, so we got everything down here, and this is gonna be it for the season. I may take some, I may bring a few more, bring a spinner in and out. These full body mallards, these Avian X full body mallards, I really like these. We obviously use these for dry land hunts too, but as you can see, you guys have seen lots of Wingman videos. This is a standard spot. We hunt here a lot, but I've got a little gravel bar, sandbar right here, and I like to put a handful of goose decoys on that, some sleeper shells, some full bodies, and I like to mix in full body mallards too. We really don't have any geese to speak of yet. There's a handful floating around. I'm gonna put some goose decoys down here. Whether or not we actually use them remains to be seen. But I want those full body mallards, and those will come and go with us. They're easy to pack in and out. I mean, these things don't weigh, I don't know, less than 10 pounds. And I can throw them over a shoulder and go. And they're easy to bring in and out with you. So those will come in and out with us because I need those for field hunts too. But as you can see, the blind is in massive disrepair. There is zero grass down here to grass this thing in with, so it's gonna have to be willows and brush, which we have lots of, and we will make do with. I like having some grass. I may look for some grass in another place and haul a sled load of grass or two in here, because it's nice to have that grass. But I gotta stack this thing back up, build it up. Between the winter and the cattle is pretty well destroyed. Definitely not ready to hunt out of, but it will be. Give us an hour or two down here this afternoon and we're gonna be rocking. So, Harrison's gonna go get the rest of the decoys. I'm gonna start working on the blind. That's the plan. Stay tuned. Brush this stuff in behind us a little better. And just make it a little more spacious on the interior. Build this corner up some more. It was built up really well at one point, but it's settled over time. We're just going to kind of open it up a little bit and brush it in as good as we can. All right, so this is what we did with the blind. We tore this end out, we elevated this, lifted it up, pushed it back, braced it. We're building this end up. In the past, anything that came over this side would see us. You could see down into the blind. My goal is to get a bunch of willows and kind of build this up. We've built up this corner pretty good. We need some more brush in here. We're gonna cut willows and stack stuff in here. And the same thing here. We don't want to make that front too high, but it needs to be higher than it is right now, so we have a height. I also want to get some willows and bring them in over the top of us, so it kind of hangs over the top. So this is the progress. We're about 3/4 of the way done. Hey guys, this is it. A couple hours of brushing. No grass down here this year. They graze cattle in here, so the grass that we normally use to stick in crevices and fill in spots is gone. Cows ate it up, so we had to improvise. We cut some willows, cut some sagebrush, and I think we're good. We've been out on the island and looked back at the blind. Everything looks good. It's high enough to hide guys that are taking a knee or sitting on the bench, but at the same time, you know, if guys lean forward like this, they're still gonna be able to see, but they're not going, this is their screen. They've also got nice cover from over the top. The really nice thing about this blind is that the sun's at our back in this blind in the mornings. Right now, obviously, not a great spot because it's right in our face. we got another blind that's a better evening spot. But anything coming in is going to be looking into the sun, which is awesome. I like those bright sunny mornings because they're looking into the sun. They can see the decoys are trusting the calls. We got it covered from above. Anything that comes from above is looking down through brush at us. We pushed the end of the blind out about 6 feet. Normally we could fit 4 guys in here very comfortably. Now we're going to be able to fit a lot more than that. Kind of improved the bench. This bench used to be super wobbly, and we found a great big spike in a board, and we were able to pound that in, and it's solid now. You guys will be able to sit here and drink coffee and eat donuts and listen to football and all kinds of good stuff. So not a fancy blind by any means, but it works. It's a lot better than it was, and I'm excited for Saturday. All right, so we are at blind number 2, which you guys again have seen on video before. This is the blind. We don't need to rebuild this one, but we do need to fix it. The snow collapsed it on itself. Decoys are already down here. So we're gonna gather some grass and some materials to haul down there with us to fix that blind up. And then we are going to prop it up, brush it back in, pull all the decoys out, then brush it back in and get it ready to go for Sunday. Not as many birds here at this one. This is mainly our goose setup, and we don't have a lot of geese yet this year, but we're gonna get it set and ready to go. So come on with us. All right, so you guys have seen this blind, or what it formerly was. The snow got to it last year, crushed it, but we're gonna work on it today, rebuild it. This is what it looks like now. Stay tuned. Makeover, complete makeover on her. Well, a little different than when we started. We hauled all the decoys out, moved this blind around. It's bigger now, but it's also should give us pretty good concealment. We can pull this front in if we need to on us and add to it, but the point of this is to give us pretty good concealment from the front and some overhead, which this blind's never had before. In the past, we put things across, and it really limits the number of people we can put in this blind. This should work. If everybody stays tucked back against this wall, I think we'll be good. The only thing missing is a bench, but it's all right. We can bring buckets or seats or whatever we need to bring. So we got all the decoys untangled. They were a mess, but we got them all squared away and untangled. They're good to go now. Just waiting on Sunday. There's quite a few ducks here, and a bunch of geese are flying through here. We should be able to traffic some of those honkers. They're not using this spot right now. They will later, as you've seen in other videos, but I think we're going to be in great shape. I really like the way this blind has taken shape, and hopefully we can keep killing some birds out of it. We might need to make some minor adjustments, but I think we're dialed. So stay tuned. We're hunting tomorrow morning with Ramsey Russell in the blind we built yesterday, and we're going to hunt this blind on Sunday. So that's the plan. Hopefully we can knock down some birds. That'd be super cool. We'll have a good time with Ramsey either way, if we kill birds or not. He's quite the character. This is it's a treat to get to hunt with somebody that's like him, that's traveled all over the world, hunted ducks literally all over the world, hunted waterfowl, and for him to come to where we live, to Wyoming, and want to hunt with us is pretty special. So thank you, Ramsey, for stopping by and letting us do this with you. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. Bring you some magic.